Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reacting to 20 creepy cryptid sightings caught on film. And the video is by The Ultimate Discovery. That's the channel. I've never seen this channel before. It's another just random out of the blue channel. I just typed in the search bar cryptids and yeah, this came up. But yeah, so today we're going to be reacting to cryptid sightings. And yeah. Anyway, hold on, let me get the video ready. Okay, there goes the music. Okay, let me rewind. Again, the channel this video's on is called The Ultimate Discovery. I don't know anything about this channel. Just a heads up, I've never watched this channel. I just randomly search videos on my cryptids, and I decided, you know what? This one has cryptid sightings, apparently. So, yeah. Oh my god. Why is it not displaying? Hold on, give me a sec. It's not wanting to cooperate. I fucking hate OBS. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, I need a... Hold on, give me a sec. I need to shrink it. There we go. There we go. Alright, 20 creepy cryptid sightings caught on film. Let's start. I've been having internet issues lately. Let me check Of course.
World where the line between myth and reality is blurred, where the shadows hold secrets that defy explanation, and where the unknown lurks in the darkest corners of our...
Let me put it on the highest resolution. But yeah, I've been having internet issues lately. All right, there we go.
Imagination comes a revelation that will send chills down your spine.
Is this an AI voice?
Brace yourself as we delve into the depths of the unexplained and the realm of the mysterious that will leave you questioning
I've heard this voice on like
you thought
some
you knew.
YouTube
From the
shorts,
Fresno night crawlers to the
TikToks,
New Jersey Devil,
stuff like that.
Get ready for a heart-pounding journey into the realm of the extraordinary as we present to you the 20 creepy cryptid sightings caught on film. Number 20. Mermaid. YouTube is full of strange and bizarre videos. The person who recorded this video claims that it shows one of the scariest creatures ever caught on camera. The video is set at Lake Xalotla, Nicaragua. As you watch, you can't believe your eyes.
Alright, when I think of mermaid, that's not what I imagine. But I do recall in some versions of like mermaids, they're like fish people, like gross fish people that look disgusting and terrifying. I mean, have you seen Cabin in the Woods? When spoiler, by the way, when all the monsters are unleashed in the facility that's in there, a guy gets eaten by a merman, and it's not what you would think a merman is. It's like a fish person. Was it a merman? I think it was. Anyway.
On a creaky
that looks
kind of
close to
the
Cabin in the Woods.
There is a creature that looks like a mermaid. Yes, a mermaid, the half-human, half-fish creature from folklore. The mermaid could be seen struggling and desperately trying to go back into the water.
That looks like CGI to me.
Its movements are a mix of grace and struggle, as if it is trapped between two worlds. You feel sorry for this strange being as it fights to find comfort in the depths of the water. What's astonishing is that this is not the only video of its kind. Many videos claiming to show mermaids can be found on YouTube. People are both confused and fascinated by these alleged sightings, which come from places all over the world. But
just a disclaimer, I'm gonna probably think most of these are just either CGI or some type of hoax.
Question remains,
probably a CGI.
are these creatures real or just a hoax?
Hoax.
Unfortunately, we can't definitively answer that. It's a mystery waiting to be solved. We'll leave it to you, the curious viewer, to think about whether this footage is genuine or a clever trick.
To me, it looks like CGI.
Watching a mermaid in real life, struggling to return to its watery home, gives a weird feeling. It's like a darker and more sinister version of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Number 19. Fresno night crawlers.
Hey, I've seen these.
A strange sight was captured on a home security camera in Fresno,
California.
I
believe this footage is bad because it's from like early 2000s. It showed a
peculiar creature known as the Fresno night crawler.
It's pretty old.
Like a pair of pants.
It's like 2011 or something.
This unusual occurrence gained local fame, and
I've seen this clip before multiple times. Also, I seen it yesterday. I was watching a VTuber looking at paranormal stuff. And that VTuber wants to believe this is real. Like, because it's one of their favorite cryptids, just because it just looks like a sentient pair of pants to me. I'm gonna be real with you. But yeah, this is like really old footage. It's from like 2011. Like in the full clip, you could see like a date. It's like 2011 though. So I can excuse the bad quality because of that. Because I had a shitty phone during that time, but at the same time, there's like multiple ways this could be faked in my opinion.
Soon, 2 more sightings were reported in Yosemite National Park in 2011. The footage of the night crawler spread widely online, sparking discussions about aliens and demons. However, skeptics started investigating, and a YouTuber named Captain Disillusion analyzed the footage. He pointed out that the poor quality of the recordings made it easy to fake using CGI or a modified video clip of someone.
I mean, again, it was early 2000s.
To make matters more suspicious, the owner of the original tape claimed
I had a really shitty phone during 2011. Like, yeah, at least that's what it said. It's like 2011 or something. What was my phone? Well, I just know I had a smartphone that had a really shitty camera. Like, people always argue that, we have good, high-quality cameras on our phones. Mine's shit still. It says it's a good camera, but I just don't like the resolution on my phone. And it's like a Samsung. It's one of the cheaper Galaxies, but it's still like a decent. It's a decent Galaxy. Like, it's better than all the previous ones I had. But, like, yeah, the camera is ass. Well, it's blurry most of the time, and it takes forever to focus. I don't even really bother using the camera that much. But, you know. Like, that's why when people say, it's bad quality, I immediately need to know what time period is the footage from, because I'll give it a kind of a pass, but at the same time, you could, even if it's from like an early time, you could still probably find a way to fake it, because like, knowing that there is bad quality, you could like still easily hide it, but just saying.
To have accidentally erased the high-quality version, making it impossible to verify the authenticity.
Wait, was there a high-quality version?
This circumstance led skeptics to believe that the entire incident was likely a hoax orchestrated by the camera owner for attention. Since there have been no sightings of these peculiar creatures before or after these incidents, unless they reappear, we personally believe that this whole thing was just a publicity stunt to promote wearable sleeping bags which resemble the night crawlers.
Wait, where are wearable sleeping bags a thing? Just saying. But again, like, I'll excuse the bad quality because it's like early 2000. Like, the full video, I think it's at 2011 though. Again, I'm only saying that because I had a shitty phone that had a shitty camera during that time period. Like, yeah, it wasn't that far. Like, it was early 2000s. Again, that's why I excuse the bad quality.
Number 18. Ice monster.
But it could still be faked with the bad quality.
A creature was seen swimming in the cold Chena River in Alaska in October. Craig McCarthy, an employee of the Bureau of Land Management, spotted the icy creature swimming in the murky water.
I think I've seen this one before also.
He quickly recorded a video of the sighting, which sparked a debate on the internet. Some people wondered if it could be Nessie, the legendary creature from Loch Ness in Scotland,
Loch Ness Monster doesn't exist. That is all.
Visiting North America. In the footage, you can see what appears to be a 15-foot-long creature moving through the water. It seems to have icicles on its back due to the freezing conditions. McCarthy spoke to a local newspaper and initially thought, along with others, that it might be a rope tangled on the riverbed with chunks of ice.
Moving rather strangely,
ranging from a sea monster to a giant sturgeon. Some experts support the idea that it could be a rope with formed icicles, helping it stay afloat and giving the...
I don't think that's a rope, but it is weird. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. This one's got me stumped. It could be a bunch of different things. It could be a weird sea creature because people have been finding prehistoric sharks just showing up in the ocean, which is fucking weird. Which makes me terrified that maybe one day we'll run into a megalodon. And that is why I don't want to go near the ocean. Sharks scare me.
The impression of swimming. Despite the video, no one has been able to conclude.
Honestly, I don't know what this is. It could be a rope. It could be.
This has led many to believe that it could be genuine evidence of an unidentified creature that modern science has yet to classify. Number 17.
I mean, if it came from the ocean, hey, look, Mothman. But if it came from the ocean, there's still probably a bunch of stuff we haven't discovered in the ocean. Because we haven't explored the ocean, really. And what we saw is literally, people literally go, oh yeah, cool, we saw some giant squid. You don't need to go in the ocean anymore. Let's not explore it. Because screw the ocean. It's terrifying. Like, it could be a new sea creature we haven't discovered. It could be just a piece of rope, but the way it moves just seems weird to me. But, you know. Anyway, let's go to the Mothman. One of my favorite cryptids.
Mothman. Here's a question that you probably haven't heard before. Do you believe in Mothman? Oh, you might not know what Mothman is.
I know.
Well, it's kind of like...
I know what Mothman is. I play Fallout 76. The cult of the Mothman is in Fallout 76. But for real, the Mothman's one of my favorite cryptids. Never been to Appalachia. It's just I heard the story. I even seen a movie based off the Mothman cryptid. Like, it was about, like, sightings of the Mothman and then, like, a bridge breaking down. Because, like, the Mothman warned someone or something. But, yeah. Interesting cryptid. I like that the Mothman's in Fallout 76.
Batman, but completely different from Batman. Does that explanation help? Maybe we should just move...
I also hear that Mothman statue people keep saying is caked up. I want to know why it is, and... why? Why are they looking there? Jesus Christ.
Move on. On November 15, 1966... a newspaper in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, reported that several people had witnessed a bird-like
Everyone says that about the statue.
Similar to a man in size during a normal evening in the area. This report received national attention, and many people became intrigued by the mysterious creature. Soon, numerous individuals from all over the United States claimed to have seen the same creature, leading to its nickname, Mothman. Even today, people still claim to spot this alleged
with all the Mothman stuff they have there.
With the help of modern technology.
Definitely one of my favorite cryptids.
It has become increasingly challenging to convince others of these sightings due to the ease of skepticism and the difficulty of providing irrefutable evidence. In this era, even video evidence cannot be fully trusted. Seeing is believing, but it must be seen in a way...
Yeah. Yeah. Seeing is believing. And that's why I believe in ghosts. Literally because I saw one. Long time ago. I've already told the story, but yeah. That's the only reason why I have some belief in ghosts.
That cannot be disproven. Life can be complicated with so many rules to consider. Number 16.
It was freaky.
Cryptid swims in 10.
Scared the shit out of me.
In the middle of 2016, the internet buzzed with a captivating video that unveiled a mesmerizing sight unfolding in the murky depths of London's Thames River. A curious tourist aboard a cable car seeking breathtaking views of Greenwich stumbled upon something truly extraordinary. Across from the renowned O2 Arena, the observers' eyes widened as they witnessed a remarkable creature gracefully navigating the...
Okay, we all know what this is. And you're lucky it didn't end up as bad as it could have ended up. Because that's motherfucking Godzilla. That's just Godzilla. Godzilla's just went out for a swim. It could have gotten worse, but Godzilla was chill that day. He was chill. He didn't want to fuck around. He didn't want to destroy anything. He was just chill. He just wanted to go for a swim. That's all. That's all.
Water. For a fleeting moment,
Godzilla movies.
A colossal entity emerged from the depths, casting an imposing shadow beneath the surface. Its back was adorned with a series of multiple fins, adding to the mystique of its colossal size. Alas, the encounter...
I like Godzilla -1, just so you know. That was the last Godzilla movie I watched. Oh, wait, no. The last one I watched was the Godzilla King Kong one. Anyway.
Fleeting, granting only a tantalizing glimpse of this enigmatic being. Speculations abound regarding its true identity. Some daringly propose that this creature might be a basilosaurus, a colossal marine beast that roamed the Earth some 35 to 40 million years ago.
You know, I always hear theories of people saying the Loch Ness Monster is a dinosaur that was still around. Again, I don't really believe in the Loch Ness Monster. I find the urban legends interesting, though. But, you know, if you think about it, Loch Ness Monster could just be a sea animal of some sort that they're mistaking for it. I think I recalled someone saying... Oh, wait, no, that was a different place where they thought they had their own version of the Loch Ness Monster, but people believed they were just confusing hippos for that place's knockoff Loch Ness Monster.
Yet somehow managed to survive undetected in the unseen depths of the river. An awe-inspiring notion, indeed. Nonetheless, skepticism shrouds this breathtaking footage, with skeptics postulating that it could be a clever fabrication, digitally manipulating the footage to introduce the mythical creature into the frame.
I don't know what that is.
The very possibility of such an ancient, gargantuan creature having eluded human awareness for countless years and now calling the River Thames its home is a tantalizing enigma.
I mean...
Number 15. Grotesque monster.
Oh, sorry. That was me. That was just me. I'm the grotesque monster. I went out for a walk one day and everyone's all, ugh, gross. Look at that grotesque monster. It's gross looking. Oh, God, it also smells. Does it shower? And to answer your question, yes, I do take showers. Ain't my problem that you guys can't handle my fucking Axe body spray. Not sponsored.
On July 23, 2011, two boys
a lot of people actually hate
Axe
body spray here
and decided to investigate. They used their phones to capture footage of their encounter as they searched through the dark surroundings of their rural farm. They could only see a few feet ahead of them with a dimly lit torch, and they heard eerie noises in the distance. Eventually, they stumbled upon a barn covered in graffiti. From inside, a sound similar to a wild boar's guttural squeal sent chills down their spines. It was a chilling groan that would make anyone's blood run cold.
Okay, yeah, this is starting to really sound like me.
The two boys hid, switching off their torches. They could hear something scratching behind the wall.
Yeah, definitely me.
Despite the craziness of the situation, they
Oh, you said craziness? That's another description of me.
Decided to take a peek inside the barn. To their surprise, they spotted a creature with a humanoid appearance lurking in the loft.
Yep, that's about right.
It had a pale face.
Okay, I don't look like that. Never mind.
A wide nose and a bald head. The creature
okay, I have hair.
Shrieked at them, causing the boys to panic and run into the darkness of the night. People have speculated about the identity of this mysterious creature. Some suggest it might be a demon, while others believe it could be an alien hybrid seeking refuge in the abandoned barn.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Fallout 3, the Alien DLC, the hybrids, the creepy-ass hybrid enemies. I forgot what they're called, but they're like a hybrid of the aliens and humans, and they look fucked up. Like they they look like an alien, but there's like they have like human eyes, and the face is kind of humanish. It's kind of fucked up. I forgot what they're called, but yeah, I think they're just called abominations in that DLC for Fallout 3. Those enemies kind of are fucked up and kind of creep me out. Especially when you know the lore.
Could it possibly be an animal that has managed to avoid human contact until now? Number 14. Humanoid creature. This video is quite disturbing. It was supposedly recorded in a remote zoo in Romania back in 2014. Ugh. It is believed that a traveler passing through rural Romania discovered a secret farm operated by illegal traffickers. This farm, which is heavily guarded, apparently houses exhibits that are kept...
Okay, whenever trafficking's involved, there's gonna be something fucked up.
...hidden from the general public, either because they are unknown or because people prefer not to know about them.
Okay, bro just stumbled upon an SCP facility. I hope the Foundation hasn't found you, sir. Because you're going to get fucked for showing this. The Foundation doesn't like that.
Surprisingly, the backpacker managed to sneak a camcorder onto the property and filmed one of these exhibits. The video starts with the backpacker explaining that the zoo has a deformed animal locked up in one of the sheds. As he moves through a crowd of people, everything goes dark. The crowd gathers around a sealed cell with thick steel bars, and their reactions indicate that something extraordinary is happening. Eventually, a gap opens up between two people, revealing a glimpse of a strange creature that appears to be humanoid. The creature moans loudly as it clumsily moves forward. Someone in the crowd yells, causing everyone to recoil in horror as the full extent of the creature's deformities becomes apparent.
This recorded?
It seems to be a disfigured monster held against its will. The footage suddenly goes black, leaving us to ponder what we have just witnessed. No one has been able to provide an explanation for this video. Many people hope that it is fake,
fucking weird.
But there is an unsettling authenticity to it that leaves
part of me wants to say it's a
hoax,
though. It looks like a
Number
hoax.
13, Pennsylvania white Bigfoot. In Carbondale.
Okay. Why is it a white Bigfoot? Huh? Huh? What do you mean, white Bigfoot? Are you... Listen, I don't see Bigfoot like... I forgot where I was going with that joke, but yeah, white Bigfoot.
Pennsylvania, local residents have reported seeing a strange creature lurking in the woods.
So it's like a white-colored Bigfoot, basically.
White Bigfoot, about 6 to 7 feet in height.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you, though. I don't believe in Bigfoot. I never did. I remember a long time ago on the news, a guy came forward and said, yes, the original Bigfoot, it was just me in a costume. He even showed them... He even showed the costume, the Bigfoot costume, I believe. Or it was something like that. Like, he was on his deathbed and he, like, was... Was he on his deathbed? I just remembered he confessed, yeah, that was just me. I just wanted to do a hoax. And he didn't think it would get that big. Like, I think it was the iconic photo of, like, a Bigfoot walking by that someone had. It was just him in a gorilla costume or something. And, yeah, I think he even showed the proof and whatnot, but some hardcore Bigfoot believers wouldn't accept that and just chose not to believe him. But yeah, people tend to forget that that happened a long time ago. The guy passed away. Like, I guess he wanted to confess it on his deathbed or something like that. Oh well. But, you know, it's whatever. I don't believe in Bigfoot's existence. I feel like we would have found it at that point, or I don't know. I mean, you could technically say that about a lot of cryptids. But, you know, I just never believed in Bigfoot.
All over its body. People often hear unusual sounds like low groans and rustling in the trees. In 2008, a video went viral showing this creature. It was recorded by a man who heard noises from his yard, which borders the woodland. In the clip, you can see a very peculiar-looking creature. It briefly pauses and then...
Okay, not gonna lie, that would scare the shit out of me in the dark.
It has deep black eyes, a long cone-shaped head, and is covered in white fur.
Oh, he's a cone head.
Pointed out that
I never seen that movie.
Would be extremely challenging. The creature's
I just don't want to see that movie.
Proportions are unusual.
Gonna be honest.
It moves quickly despite its large size. Its face also reacts and contorts, suggesting that it's not simply a mask. It's worth mentioning that Carbondale has the first underground mine in the U.S., a vast network of dark tunnels. Some speculate that this creature might reside deep within these mines and only emerge to hunt.
Yeah, it's dangerous to explore mines, especially abandoned mines.
It's a terrifying entity that has been gaining attention recently.
Okay, so that's a new one.
Alien hybrid.
Oh great, here comes Fallout 3.
A strange incident was captured on film in a remote area of southern Vermont, United States, a few miles north of the Green Mountain National Forest. Local residents had been reporting sightings of a peculiar creature with long limbs. The situation escalated when livestock and
So does it play that, like, Japanese commercial theme song about the gummies? Long, long, man. Dude, I forgot how the music goes. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right? If you don't, look up the Japanese gummy commercials. This was selling candy, by the way. It's a series of commercials that have, like, a long story. Just I won't spoil it. Just search on. It should be on YouTube. Yeah, just search "Long Long Man" commercial. It's like it's advertising candy, believe it or not, and it has like a long. Each commercial has like a long story. It connects. It's fucking weird. They had like a long story and then it ends, and then I think after that I just had regular commercials for the gummies. It was like a long. It's like you were watching a TV show or something. It's so weird.
Their backyards were discovered dead with puncture wounds on their necks, and other animals, including chickens, were disappearing without a trace.
Eventually, eating the chickens.
The footage emerged when two children claimed to have encountered an alien in a nearby park. They explained that while heading home from a party, they heard unusual sounds. They quickly pulled out their phones and captured footage of a peculiar creature with long limbs walking across the grass from behind a tree.
Okay, it could have just been a weirdo, not an alien. Could have been like a crackhead in a costume or something. I don't know how that neighborhood is. They said in like Vermont or somewhere. I already forgot what he said where this happened in. But I don't know if that neighborhood has like crackheads, because if it does, that could be a crackhead stealing people's chickens and stuff. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I mean, to them, they said it looked like an alien. Now, what does an alien look like? It depends on. I mean, I guess a lot of people would go by what version. When they say aliens, they probably think of the Greys, basically, which is where or like the stereotypical aliens, which look like the descriptions of the Greys, where they're little green. They're like green. Big head, their eyes are like black, or big eyes that are black, and they smoke weed. Yeah. The green versions smoke weed. Those are just in memes. Anyway.
The creature had a round black head and a slim body. Its hind legs resembled those of a human, but what stood out the most were its two front arms, which moved eerily as it stalked through the park.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
The authenticity of the footage was met with skepticism. However, the boys insisted that it was genuine and hadn't been altered in any way.
I just want to know, when was this recorded? Again, the quality's not great. They said they recorded on their phones, which, I'm gonna be real, some of my old phones have quality like this, even though you would say, like, if I record anything on there, you would probably make fun of it and say, "What, did you record this on a flip phone?" or something like that. No, I recorded it on an Android. The camera isn't great. You underestimate how good phone cameras are. I'm gonna be real. Every phone I had a shitty camera. And they were all they were like Samsung ones, which you would think have better cameras, but yeah. I think my current phone would be able to record better than this. Like, not super clear, but not this blurry.
The video, combined with the reports of dead livestock, raises an unsettling question. Could there really be an extraterrestrial creature living in the hills of southern Vermont? Number 11. The skunk ape.
Okay, one last thing on that alien thing. If an alien came here, why would it... You know what? I was gonna ask, why would it be stealing all of our chicken and killing animals, killing livestock? And then I know people would come up with a bunch of reasons why, like, oh, they're experimenting, or oh, blah blah blah, this, blah blah blah, that, or maybe it's just hungry. I don't know. But what I was gonna actually say is, okay, I believe there are aliens in the universe, somewhere in the massive universe, but I've yet to see proof of any actually coming here. So, I highly doubt that was an alien they saw. Maybe it was just a weirdo in a costume. I don't fucking know. Maybe it was fake. And they just, like, did video editing, but they said it was recorded directly on their phone, so I don't know.
The skunk ape is a big, smelly creature that has been
I've seen
in the
that footage before.
Of the southern USA. People have reported seeing the skunk ape since 1957. In 2000, someone sent a photo to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office in Florida, claiming it showed the creature on their back deck. Some think it might be an orangutan, but orangutans have red fur, so this doesn't match. The photo could be fake, but it's one of the most convincing pieces of evidence.
I mean, it could just be some weird fucked up monkey.
Was shared on YouTube in 2013 by Josh Highcliffe, showing a creature similar to Bigfoot pulling bark off a tree in Mississippi. Some say these sightings could be bears, but when Josh's creature stands up, it's clearly not a bear. It's hard to say if these sightings are
weird
real
primates.
Or just people in costumes. One issue is that if Bigfoot is real, there would need to be...
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that there are some people in costumes doing weird shit. Like, again, the original Bigfoot picture, apparently that was just a guy that had a costume. He just wanted to be famous, so he made the hoax. And that one famous picture, photograph of Bigfoot was, like, fake. Also, there also have been weirdos wearing, like, animal costumes. Like, there was this one dude who, wore a bear costume, and he would fuck with bears, like, and by fuck with them, I mean he would just mess with them, like a bear's trying to eat a fish. He would grab the fish, take it from them, and pretend to eat it. And then he would just harass bears, basically. And when someone told him, "Hey, stop that! We know you're a guy in a costume," he just would flip them off and leave the national park. And then one time he finally got caught by the cops and got arrested. The dude had nunchucks on him. So he was like a weird dude that wanted to harass bears in a bear costume. And for what he had for defense was nunchucks. Nunchucks. Also, I'm surprised the bears he messed with, that he pissed off or was taking fish from, I'm surprised those bears didn't kill him. Like, I guess the bear costume worked, but FYI, don't try that. Just don't fuck with bears. And just because that guy didn't die, don't wear bear costumes around bears. They'll probably suss out the fake bear and then fucking kill you. Just saying. Just saying. Don't do that. Don't be dumb like that guy. That guy got arrested. He was lucky he didn't get mauled by a bear. Anyway, continuing.
Be many of them to survive. Without a big population, they wouldn't be able to reproduce well, and they would gradually die out. On the other hand, if there were many Bigfoot, sightings would be more common, and the mystery would be lessened. So whether Bigfoot is bears, apes, costumes, or unknown species, one thing is certain. They're fun to think about while spending time in the wild. Number 10. La Junta, alien.
Okay, I've seen this.
The alien encounter would have been a completely different story in today's world. One major
this
factor
one's
is the
weird.
abundance
I
of
saw this on the
cameras
news,
which would make it difficult to protect the alien from curious onlookers. If you need proof of this, just take a...
Okay, yeah, so this was on the news. It was caught on some lady's she had like a camera set up on her driveway to like, cuz I believe there was also like the entrance to her house right there, or a entrance. So she keeps that in case like anyone tries to like come in or something like that. So, like maybe there was some weirdos hanging out around her house or something like that. But anyway, she caught this on the camera. At first, she thought it was her kid, because her kids, she it's a whole family living there, and think she had like a daughter and a son, and they disproved that it was people saying, "What if it was the daughter?" No, the daughter was like too young or something. I forgot. I think she had a daughter though, and they said no, it wasn't her, but they thought it was her son, but he couldn't reenact that, and basically it's just this person doing the chicken dance with, they think, underwear on their head, and it looks humanoid, so they're not sure what it is. But they tried to have her son, reenact it, and it didn't look the same. They don't know what this was, but yeah, like, because I know this because the news, the news interviewed the family that caught this on their driveway with their driveway camera. Again, their camera was just set up for like little security things. Some people here do have like set up cameras right there just for security. I mean, I think it's usually in like a neighborhood that does have some shady people in, but compared to the neighborhoods I've lived in, this, at least on the news, it didn't look like a shady neighborhood, really. So I guess it's just security or whatnot. I forgot why they had the camera set up on their driveway like that, but I'm pretty sure it was just for security. Anyway, continuing.
Take a look at the following video. It was posted on Facebook and captured outside a home in La Junta. The footage shows a peculiar creature resembling something like Dobby wandering around the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right. They compared it to Dobby the elf from Harry Potter. Oh god, why are they rebooting Harry Potter, by the way? No one wanted a Harry Potter reboot. Just, why are you making the it's going to be weird with the different actors. Anyway.
It seems confused.
I don't really like Harry Potter to begin with,
wobbly legs and floppy ears. The homeowner, Vivian Gomez, noticed a shadow outside her front door, but it wasn't until she reviewed the footage that she realized what was happening. Interestingly, the other two cameras didn't capture anything. Once the footage was shared online, it caused a frenzy.
Why is it doing
worldwide.
the chicken dance?
People from all over chimed in, hoping to uncover the identity of this creature. However, there is still no definite answer.
Yeah, I remember.
Could it be an alien?
Yeah, I remember the news station again, and like when they interviewed her, they tried to ask. They even asked her son if it was him, just being weird in front of the camera with like underwear on his head, and I think they even showed he put boxers on his head, and they couldn't make it look like this. But they thought it was some kid. Maybe it was some weird kid walking around with something on their head or something. But obviously then, like in the footage, like this video, they're saying it has ears. So yeah, this is fucking weird. I don't know what it is. I just remember seeing it on the news, and I thought it was funny.
A person in a suit or something else entirely? The only response that can
it
be
walks
given
weird.
Is,
that's all
I
I'll
have
say.
No idea.
Yeah.
Number 9, Chupacabra. The chupacabra is a creature seen in Texas and Mexico. It attacks and drinks the blood of livestock.
Yeah, the chupacabra is known as the goat sucker. The chupacabra was known to eat like goats, like the blood of goats. It ate goats. Did I mention it eats goats? Yeah. But yeah, that's like the whole chupacabra thing. I remember seeing also on the news. Well, no, it wasn't the news. It was on a YouTube video like about it, like it was like a news station, I think in Texas or something, where some guy kept saying, "Oh, I found something that looked like the description of the chupacabra," and he like killed it and he had the head to it. But for some reason, people refuse to research it because there apparently in that area there's all sorts of weird ass creatures showing up in that guy's neighborhood. It was in Texas, I believe. But yeah, he had the head to it, and they were going to like study it, but then they decided no, we don't want to check if it's the chupacabra because the chupacabra doesn't exist, and they didn't research. And meanwhile, I'm all, it's still an unknown animal. Why don't you just try to figure out what it is? They never even attempted. Anyway, continuing. I wonder if this is it.
In Texas, it looks like a large dog with spikes on its back, while in Mexico, it's seen as an alien lizard. Pictures of the chupacabra are often scary.
I mean, I remember versions of it doesn't have
coyotes
fur.
With a skin disease called mange. This makes them lose their hair and their skin shrivel. So the chupacabra is usually a sick animal, not a scary monster. There are some sightings where the creature looks more monstrous. For example, there is a video claiming to show a chupacabra in the Navajo Nation reservation. But closer examination reveals it to be a computer-generated fake added to the footage. Most chupacabra sightings can be explained as hoaxes or misidentifications.
Yeah.
However, there have been cases where livestock have been found with drained blood. This can be explained by a natural process called lividity. When an animal dies, its blood settles in the lower parts of its body, creating the illusion of blood loss, especially if a blood test is done on the upper parts. This scientific explanation clarifies the origin of the chupacabra Emmy. Number 8.
Okay, so that one was just to disprove the chupacabra.
The Jersey Devil is a strange creature from New Jersey.
Which I trusted.
It has the head of a goat, bat-like wings, and a split tail and hooves. People started talking about it in the 18th century, saying it came from a witch and Satan. I wouldn't want to be part of that family.
Oh yes, a witch and Stan. Never trust Stan. Or a witch. The Jersey Devil... I don't know what the Jersey Devil is. I've heard the name, but I know this is like a well-known cryptid, but I never looked into it. I just never studied. Like I like to look up like cryptids and whatnot. Like I find them interesting. Like Mothman, that one's interesting. The what was that alien-looking one? The something monster? I forgot. It's in Fallout 76 also as an enemy. Oh, well, I forgot. But yeah.
Since then, many people
I usually look into a lot of cryptids.
In 2015, a man named David Black even took a picture of it as it flew by. Another person recorded a video of the creature on the same night. Some experts thought the video was real, but skeptics noticed that the creature's wings fluttered like a butterfly, while the rest of its body stayed completely still.
Oh, yeah.
This makes them think it might not be a real animal. It could be a toy with a stuffed animal, or
Maybe.
a cardboard cutout attached to it. So the video and David Black's picture are probably fake.
Yeah.
However, there might be some truth to the Jersey Devil story, just not involving a real devil. Some people think that the early descriptions of the Jersey Devil match the hammer-headed bat, a big bat found in Africa. This bat has many of the same features as the described creature.
Maybe.
But nobody knows how it could have ended up in New Jersey. It might have escaped from a zoo or someone's private collection. So
Bats
the witchy
freak me
deal
out.
with the devil story could still be possible.
Which is why I could
though it's
never be
probably not
Batman.
true.
I'm sorry.
Number 7.
I'd probably be some...
Wendigo.
Oh, yeah,
This video
yeah.
created
Okay, the Wendigo. Wendigo. So the Wendigo is a creature that... Okay, if you played Until Dawn, you know what the Wendigo is. People become the Wendigo in like a cursed... I think it's like a cursed mountain. At least in Until Dawn, like when the spirit of the Wendigo haunts like that mountain in Until Dawn. And when someone resorts to cannibalism, they get possessed by the Wendigo and they start turning into a monster. And then they eat people. They just roam around and eat people. That's like the whole lore. I mean, the actual Wendigo lore is the same thing, basically. Anyway, continuing.
Found footage style was uploaded to a YouTube
It's
channel called
a Canadian
Truth in 2013.
cryptid.
It supposedly depicts a group of boys who were followed and attacked by a creature called a Wendigo. In the footage, we see 3 young boys exploring an abandoned house in an unfamiliar rural area. They search through an old shack that appears to have been unused for many years. The shack is in a state of disrepair, with rotting floorboards and discarded building materials. As they reach the top floor, a sense of unease builds up, as if they are being watched.
Okay, guys. If you're ever in a Wendigo, if you're ever in a place with Wendigo, be sure to bring yourself a flamethrower. You need to burn the Wendigo's flesh off, because it's going to be a while. Like, if you have just a shotgun, it's going to be a while until you actually manage to kill a Wendigo with that thing. They don't like fire that much. Okay, I'm just going to be real with you. I'm making an Until Dawn reference. That flamethrower guy, he was a badass. He only died because the main characters are stupid teenagers dealing with monsters. But the flamethrower guy was a badass. He only died because someone one of the main characters went with him. He's there for the plot. He died because main character came with him. A main character. That's usually what kills those character types. Anyway, continuing.
Finally, as they descend the staircase, a monstrous being peeks its head into the house. It has long, slender fingers, a large, grotesque face with deep eyes, and a snout resembling that of a bat. The footage abruptly ends.
Yeah, doesn't, like, the original Wendigo have, like, antlers also? Like in most of the stories, the Wendigo has antlers, and like it's pretty much the same description as he just said, just with the antlers and whatnot. Sometimes I see versions of it wearing like a skull, like a deer skull, or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. In Until Dawn, the Wendigos look more humanoid. Like, they look more human.
Suggesting that the creature attacked the boys. According to the video's description, the creature is referred to as a Wendigo, a malevolent beast from Native American folklore known for its insatiable bloodlust. The video has amassed over 11 million views, with many...
Like, the Wendigo, cryptid, it's like a cryptid that supposedly exists in Canada, or like, it's a big thing in Canada, or whatever. Like, it originated from, but it's like a Native American urban legend thing.
Many viewers assuming it to be a work of fiction. However, some people argue that it might be genuine, and that the boys have been reported missing since 2013. Whether or not this claim is true remains unclear.
Still creepy.
Number 6.
However, the video itself, I think, is just a horror video someone made.
Hospitals can be spooky places where ghosts are often encountered. However,
they
can also be prime locations for sighting mysterious creatures.
I've seen a ghost once.
In a YouTube video by John Edmonds, a group of urban explorers decides to investigate the abandoned Overbrook Asylum at the Essex County Hospital in Cedar Grove, New Jersey, USA. The asylum has a dark history of cruel and brutal mental health practices, including
and this, oh god, okay, hold on, let me move forward.
And electroshock therapy.
Okay, that's not much better, but, like, clearly they're tormenting me. Anyway, asylums always had some fucked up things going on in there. I mean, come on, it's an asylum, you're dealing with crazies. And then let's not forget, some of the people in charge of asylums were like psychopaths that liked to torture people, that they basically were able to torture people, but they just used the word therapy. Like, oh, don't worry, electrotherapy will help this guy. And if you don't know what electrotherapy is, they're literally just shocking someone and hoping that will help them somehow. Which, maybe it did help them, but it helped them because it traumatized them. But, yeah, basically there would be like, oh yeah, then didn't they waterboard people? But yeah, like, fucked up stuff happened in asylums. It was never good. Like, it's not great. It's ugh. So I wouldn't doubt if people died in an asylum, or if an asylum gets haunted or whatnot. Which is why an asylum would be a good setting for a horror movie or something, because you could literally just make, oh yeah, a bunch of fucked up stuff happened in like the lore of the movie, and
Therapy, leading many to believe that restless and angry spirits inhabit its dilapidated
Oh yeah, I'd be
hallways.
pissed if someone shocked
But
me.
the explorers stumble upon something.
Let's not forget that sometimes innocent people got sent to asylums like that didn't have any issues, and they were just like someone got. I've heard stories that in some cases of asylums, some completely sane people got sent there because someone screwed them over and got them sent to an asylum. Probably someone that hated them, or they wanted something they had. And yeah, completely sane people who were sane before that didn't need to really be in an asylum were basically getting like tortured, basically, or like shock therapy, shit like that. But they didn't need it, and it was just like the person doing it probably knew that they didn't need it, but they were so sadistic that they just decided, okay, I get to torture a totally normal person, hooray. Or they were just extremely stupid and whatnot, or they knew but they didn't care because they were getting paid, and maybe they were a little sadistic and enjoyed torturing a regular person. I don't know. Asylums had fucked up things happening. Well, when it came to like therapy like that, like shock therapy, that was fucked up. Maybe it did help some people, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Probably didn't.
While
I'm just leaning towards
rooms,
more it
they suddenly hear a
traumatized.
strange screeching noise. They quickly turn the camera and capture a terrifying four-legged creature running towards them.
Oh, I seen this.
The creature remains mostly in shadows, making it hard to see its features, except for its long and thin limbs. Frightened, the explorers hastily leave the building.
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that clip before. It's just I didn't know it was in an asylum. I just know it was an abandoned building.
Too terrified.
Yeah, if I saw that crawling towards me, I would run.
Viewers of the footage speculate that the creature is likely a pale crawler, a lesser-known cryptid. Pale crawlers are described as elongated humanoid creatures with long...
Okay, I've never heard of pale crawler. Never heard of that cryptid. Just saying.
Long limbs. People often mistake them for tall, naked humans at first, but they soon realize their bodies are oddly stretched and disproportionate. Some accounts mention glowing eyes, sharp teeth, and pale gray or white skin. These qualities make them unnerving rather than explicitly threatening, at least based on the available information. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In a small town called Santa Fe in Argentina, something extraordinary was captured on camera. It's a creature unlike anything anyone has ever seen before, a mysterious being that appears to be half human and half animal. According to reports,
half human, half animal. All right, did the Umbrella Corporation make this? Were they experimenting or something? What could have made this? Just reminds me, actually. So in one of the Jurassic Park movies, one of the original ideas was they were going to make some fucked up half human, half dinosaur creatures in one Jurassic Park. I forgot which one. It wasn't the first one. It wasn't the first one. But apparently there was going to be a really fucked up half human, half dinosaur hybrid idea at one point, and you could find the concept art of it, and it's fucking disturbing. It's like fucked up. Like it would have been good for a horror movie, and it would have been really dark. I mean, keep in mind the books that Jurassic Park's based off of, people died brutally. Like Hammond, the old guy from Jurassic Park 1, and then he appeared in like 2 or 3. I forgot which one he reappeared. He had like a brief cameo because he survived the first movie. So in the book, that guy, so in the movie, he was like an old scientist guy. He wasn't like an asshole, but he also didn't want to shut down Jurassic Park because reasons. But in the book, the guy in charge in the first Jurassic Park movie, he was just a greedy asshole that cut corners because he wanted money. And in the book, he brutally got eaten by like those little dinosaurs that eat that kid in I think the third one. Yeah, it was the third one. Or was it the second one? I don't know. I forget which one. It's those little tiny little dinosaurs that eat people. Like they all gang up and like a herd of them of those tiny little dinosaurs hop on and start eating them. Yeah, that's how that guy dies in the books. He's a completely different character than the movie, and he dies brutally. Like he just lets it happen because he doesn't feel the pain because of their poison. He dies brutally. Another guy, I think, gets ripped in half. Well, in one of them, that guy gets ripped in half, but like it's like worse in the books, the descriptions. But anyway, back on subject. Yeah, Jurassic Park had like a fucked up half human, half dinosaur idea. There's like the concept art of it that's terrifying, kind of fucked up. So this is what this is kind of reminding me of. Anyway, sorry, I was rambling on too long. Let's continue.
This enigmatic creature has caused havoc by attacking and injuring 2 dogs. The locals are calling it the Beast. The streets of Santa Fe have become its hunting grounds, and fear has gripped the community. Story. Witnesses who have encountered the creature describe it as having a long neck and a small head, resembling a camel in some ways. One person shared their astonishing encounter, recalling how in 2005
that's kind of
they spotted the creature crossing a bridge. To their amazement, it looked directly at them before effortlessly leaping over the bridge's concrete wall, just like a kangaroo would, disappearing into the distance. Interestingly, there are similar accounts from the Philippines, where a similar creature is known as Aswang. According to local legends, it is...
Okay, but I'm going to be honest with you right here. This picture right here, if this is supposed to be like a live photo they took of it, I'm going to be real. This looks like it was just added into the picture. Like it's like someone drew some like monster idea and then they inserted it into like a real picture or something. I don't know. To me, it just looks like it was just added to the photo, or it's like some, I don't know, street art on the wall. It just doesn't feel real to me. This is my opinion. Yeah, I don't believe this cryptid's a thing.
Said that a man can transform into a monstrous being. It possesses the ability to shapeshift, taking on the forms of both cats and giant birds. These reports have left people astounded and bewildered. Let's have your opinion on what you just saw. Number 5, the Rake. Back in 2003, the world was captivated by an extraordinary tale.
Okay, the Rake. I remember hearing it. So the story was this dude went hunting and he got a picture of this humanoid creature crawling towards him, and then I think he ran away and left. I mean that's the story of the Rake. It was a creepypasta, okay? So I doubt this thing is, I don't know. I just recall it was a creepypasta.
Of a peculiar being. It was a creature like no other, with elongated limbs and razor-sharp claws, notorious for its seemingly senseless acts of violence. The story spread like wildfire across numerous media outlets, each one eager to share the chilling accounts. Among the weird tales, a particular video emerged from an undisclosed location in England. It showcased a brave young man strolling through...
You hear that, guys? The Rake is British. So not only is it a monster, it's going to crawl towards you and then it's going to pull out a knife and stab you. Because it's probably responsible for most of the knife crimes in England. Yeah. Knife crimes. Yeah!
Through a deserted playground, his camera equipped with an infrared feature.
Was the Rake a creepypasta? Because I know there were creepypastas about it.
An enigmatic figure perched atop the playground slide.
I swear if they was Slenderman was never a thing.
And with uncanny agility, it leaped into the abyss of darkness below. In a sudden twist of events, the swings behind the man began to tremble violently, and the footage ominously faded to black. While some dismiss the existence of this creature, dubbed the Rake, as pure fabrication, others find themselves swayed
I'm pretty
by
sure
such
it's a
sightings.
creepypasta.
The Rake has gained significant popularity in recent years, igniting the imaginations of many and giving rise to spine-chilling tales, homemade videos created by enthusiasts, and even full-fledged movies inspired by its terrifying presence. The mystery surrounding the Rake lingers, leaving room for speculation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Rake was just a creepypasta. Like Slender Man, the creator of the Rake probably made like a spooky picture that looked realistic to make it look more like a cryptid. Like they did the same thing with Slender Man. If you like when Slender Man was popular, you would find a bunch of old like black and white photos where they added like Slender Man into it or something. They basically tried to make it look like, oh, Slender Man's like from the past or something. Like, I don't know. When black and white photos were the only photos, before photos had color.
About the
like
true
stuff
nature
like that.
of this otherworldly entity. Number 4. Bizarre fish. According to a Reddit user named Amateur
I don't
Laughs,
like that.
there are times when sightings of mysterious creatures can take on familiar appearances. A video shows what seems to be a normal fish emerging from a thick layer of mud and debris. Things become very strange when the fish opens its mouth and smoke starts coming out of its lungs. Cue tense and ominous music. The question arises, what could be the cause of such bizarre behavior? Is this seemingly ordinary fish actually a weird cryptid capable of breathing fire?
That's weird.
One Reddit user tried to debunk these claims, stating that the creature is a simple lungfish and that the behavior is normal for its species. However, others who watched the video quickly pointed out that there is no mention of lungfish exhaling smoke in the provided evidence or anywhere else on the internet. Given this,
smoke's kind of
weird. It is possible that this unusual fish is actually a previously unknown cryptid, an animal that has yet to be classified by modern science. Number 3.
New fish?
Transforming creature.
I've seen this
before. Did you know that Transformers aren't just cars? There are actually biological Transformers too, but what exactly are they? Well, that's a whole different story, and it seems like no one can agree on an answer. It's kind of like most of the issues we faced in 2022,
I've seen this.
There's this online video of a strange creature that transforms underwater, and it left viewers completely shocked and confused. The video was taken by a remotely operating vehicle in the Indian Ocean at a depth of 3,753 feet near the coast of Africa.
I'm pretty sure this is a hoax.
What exactly is this creature? Scientists are still puzzled, and even expert marine biologists can't agree on its species.
This is a pretty old footage.
It's a mystery. It's worth noting that much of the world's oceans remain unexplored, so this could be an undiscovered species,
2013,
which is pretty exciting for anyone interested in ocean creatures. It may not be the Little Mermaid, but the idea of underwater Transformers does make me excited, I have to admit. Number 2. Skinwalkers. The Navajo culture in the southwestern United States is...
Okay, I think we've all heard of skinwalkers, right? I don't exactly know what they are because I never looked into their urban legend. But don't they like mimic people? They pretend to be people or something like that? I don't know. I've heard the name Skinwalker and I basically get the gist that don't they like imitate people or something like that? I don't know. He's probably going to explain it right now.
Renowned for its rich traditions and customs.
It's like a Native American thing,
are
right?
Some spine-chilling creatures. Among them lurks the Skinwalker, a malevolent witch capable of shape-shifting into different animals. Legend has it that this wicked being employs its powers to deceive and eliminate members of the tribe, luring them into a false sense of security.
And it kills
As the tales go, when the Skinwalker assumes a human form, it exhibits animalistic behavior, growling and scurrying on all fours. Interestingly, an intriguing CCTV footage from 2021 has caught the attention of certain internet users who ponder whether it could potentially capture a sighting of a skinwalker. Watch the footage yourself and draw your own conclusions. Though it may unsettle some, skepticism exists among those who aren't convinced.
I mean, of course.
Some viewers amusingly speculate that the person in the video might be frantically searching for their misplaced glasses, rigorously training for a thrilling wheelbarrow race, delighting in the...
Okay, what? Wheelbarrow race? Searching for No. No, or it could just be a weirdo. A simple crackhead would be a good explanation for this. But really, I'm pretty sure those ones are jokes. Oh yeah, they're just training for a wheelbarrow race or looking for their glasses. I'm pretty sure those are jokes.
A refreshing night breeze after indulging in recreational substances or simply fabricating a playful hoax of a mythical creature. Whether true or not, the allure of the Skinwalker legend captivates the imagination, adding a touch of mystery to the vibrant tapestry of the Navajo culture.
Yeah, they're like shapeshifters, right? And then they fuck with people.
The Thunderbird is a huge bird from Native American myths that made thunder sounds when it flapped its wings.
Yeah, I heard of the Thunderbird.
In 1886, some men in Tombstone, Arizona claimed to have caught one and showed a photo with a big pterodactyl as proof. Recently, these photos were shared online, leading some people to think the Thunderbird was a real dinosaur. People who doubted the story investigated the photos and found out they were fake. In 2000, a TV show called Freaky
I think that was just my browser
made a model of a giant pterodactyl for an episode about the Tombstone Thunderbird. The photos being shared were actually from that TV show. Also, the real photos of the alleged Thunderbird from the 18th century are lost, which seems suspicious. Experts don't believe a giant pterodactyl flew around Arizona in the 18th century, but they think the Thunderbird myth might have come from dinosaur bones.
Maybe.
While pterodactyls and pteranodons don't fly anymore, their fossilized bones can still be found in North America. In 1983, scientists found a Pelagornis sandersi fossil in North Carolina, which had a 24-foot wingspan and was the largest bird ever discovered. These ancient birds looked like thunderbirds. Other similar-sized bird fossils like the Argentavis from South America also went extinct millions of years ago. These kinds of fossils can be found all over the Americas. So it's understandable how people in the past, who didn't know the difference between fossils and real bones, could mistake them for the remains of living monsters. Hopefully, it was the fossils that caused these misconceptions.
Alright, that's the end of the video. I don't like this video in the corner with that creepy lady. 22 most disturbing things caught on home security. You know what? Fuck that. I don't want nightmares. Alright. Alright. Anyway, that was a spooky video. But, yeah. So, like, you could pretty much dismiss a lot of the cryptids as, like, a hoax. But, you know, it could be a... sorry, I'm a little tired. It's getting late. But yeah, like, it's pretty spooky. Some pretty spooky stuff. But yeah, majority of them I kind of figured would... you could disprove a lot of them. And then, like, yeah. And some you can argue that, oh, look at the bad footage quality, but also remember, like that one in the beginning where they argued one excuse was the bad quality, but I had a phone that same time because I saw like the full videos had like a date, it was 2011, and yeah, phones during that time just had bad quality. Even a lot of cameras weren't that great, and what I don't know. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace. Like, Jesus Christ, it's so late. Anyway, later.